Hey everybody, this is the first just simple video for Cad Reactor, the group for, as I put it, Gmu or just GMU students. A lot of you might be mechanical engineering students, but this is a group for anyone who's interested in computer-aided design. Up right now I have Inventor, but if you have experience with Rhino, Inventor, what was the other one? If you know any programs where you use finite element analysis or even computational fluid dynamics, you should share your experience with us and maybe do one of these Kaltura videos or whatever your favorite screen capture thing is, and we can pop it on our Facebook page, pop it on our YouTube page, and help each other build what we need to. For example, right now, the ASME George Mason chapter is working on a couple projects, robotic projects, human-powered vehicle projects, and SAE Baja, and whatever it is, you can come to this group and we can try to help each other build and develop things. And so I guess the only link missing is a file sharing place where we can work on things, but I guess Inventor has its own version of that, so we could just share it through Inventor if everybody wants to hop on that program. It's free for students or even non-students, really. Let's just get started with something real simple. If you have no idea how to use any of Inventor, you just start by starting a sketch, typically. And after you click Start 2D Sketch over here, then you select a plane. And you have the X, Y, YZ, and XZ planes, and you just choose one. And so one of the things I learned that's considered best practice, as they say, is to give the people who are working on it later a lot of symmetry options. So we're going to do 1 by 0.5 here. Enter, and this is just one of those simple things. Instead of drawing from the center to here, having the whole rectangle centered gives you much more flexibility and ease of use later on. Let's see, so for example, we want an actual part, so we're going to finish this sketch, and then one of the simplest things you can do is extrude. So let's just go with the stock option, the general option that's giving us 1 inch. If you want to, you can change that to 0.1. You can change it to whatever you want. You can change the direction it goes, flip it to the other side. You can have it straddle the axis there, that plane. And what is this? Asymmetric. So it's alright, that's interesting. I've never used that one before. So when you play around with these things, you just might end up learning something. Just a little button you hadn't clicked on before or never even bothered because, hey, you always want it going this way and you never even worried about this because it got the job done. We'll just start with this one right here. Okay, so now you can either start a new sketch on one of those original planes that we saw, or you can sketch on one of these surfaces. So we're going to start a 2D sketch on this plane. I'm going to bring it around, and let's do just a circle, and we can start from here, and 0.25, enter, finish sketch, and extrude. And again, it'll give you a choice of which directions. However, now we have option to cut through, and this one has intersect, cut, and join. And this, let's see, new solid, that's not what we want. Surface, solid. So let's just go straight through, and that gives us a hole. I'm working on a surface right now. I don't have a mouse attached, so moving this guy is not the easiest. Once I have my 3D space mouse attached, you'll see a huge difference in the way I'm able to control the object that we make. Really quick, just one last thing. When you make a product, a lot of times you'll want to smooth out the edges, and so you can choose fillet right here. This is the radius of the fillet, and let's do loop. Let's see, so it's going to choose this. We can do the whole top, we can do the whole, depending on how you select it. Right there would be the whole side there. Now that is one big old fillet. Let's make this smaller. 0.125 to 0.025. There we go. That's what I was looking for. So just a typical fillet. And let's select another loop. There we go. And can we do this top one? Can we do all the way around? There we go, perfect. And then now everything is going to be filleted. Boom. Now we have just a nice, I'll just close now, sure. Nice, smooth, what, beginning of a camera body? Alright, not really. It's just, well, whatever you want to call this. It is a simple object with a cut through, a hole. One of the other things that I've learned about fillets, though, you might want to save them towards the end, because a lot of times working with your geometries, if you already have a fillet, then you can't do certain things. Like now that fillet's there, I can no longer go from the original corner to the edge of that original circle. So I don't have a specific better explanation or example, but that's just one of the things that I've picked up while messing around with CAD stuff. It's so tempting to just keep suggesting different things that you can use. So since I don't have a mouse, using this orbit tool is one of the ways that you can maneuver. But I wanted to keep this first starter video much shorter, so I'm going to wrap it up and just say feel free to join the Facebook page. It is should be Cad Reactor. I don't think there's any other Cad Reactor listing, so it should be pretty easy to find. And please follow the YouTube page. And you can send emails. Since it's a YouTube page, that means it's connected to Gmail. You can send any email or questions to cadreactor@gmail.com. So that will wrap it up, and I'll see you soon.